Sharing your status is something that newly diagnosed not automatically given the skills to know how to do. I was no exception, and so I was involved in a relationship, and it turned out that I was being accused of not disclosing my status to them, even though we did engage in sexual activity. I was approached by a sex crime detective at my job, wanting to talk. The only question they ever asked me was, did I know the individual? Of course, I couldn't talk to them at the time because I was busy at work. And they did an investigation which lasted over a couple of months. They searched my home, looking for anything related to HIV. And the next thing I know, a couple of months later, that I was eventually arrested at work on my job in front of my coworkers. And so that was probably one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. It was probably one of the most scariest moments of my life as well, because dealing with the criminal legal system as a Black gay man in the South, I know what that feels like, simply because of just how we're treated, our community is treated. And I think with all that I know now as it relates to stigma and these laws, I probably would have done it differently, but I feel like I did the best that I could at that time. This is the greatest manifestation of stigma, is to have it enshrined in the criminal law. Knowledge will empower you. It will help you, it will build the defense. So when someone says that you're trying to harm them, you know, in fact, that you're not trying to harm them, because you are a person who, yes, you know your status. It shouldn't be illegal or against the law to know your status. However, that can be used against you, just the fact of knowing. You're in care, and so if you are able to achieve an undetectable viral load or detectability, you can't transmit the virus to anyone. So there really isn't much to be afraid of when you are aware, when you are knowledgeable, and not just for you as a person with HIV, but also for those that are negative. If they learn and become more knowledgeable too, then we all can coexist together and not be in fear of one another.